This place has been repeatedly devastated by wild boars. Fields are torn apart, fences collapse, and the damage returns season after season. Small traps only catch a few individuals, while the rest of the herd quickly learns to avoid them and becomes even more aggressive. We realized we could no longer deal with the problem in a fragmented way. Together with local farmers, a collective decision was made to build a large trap strong enough to capture the entire herd at once. This was not just a solution, it was a turning point to finally end the long cycle of destruction. While the sunlight was still strong, we began constructing the trap. Heavy steel panels were carried out and assembled into a sealed circular structure. Every joint was tightened carefully, and each post was driven deep into the dry ground. The sound of hammers striking metal echoed sharply through the still air. From the outside, it looked like nothing more than a cold steel frame. But in reality, it was a massive lock, waiting for the exact moment to close. Once the structure was complete, we installed infrared cameras around the area, mounting them high on tree trunks to monitor every path leading inside. Everything was prepared quickly, but with absolute precision. The final step was baiting. Bags of corn were opened, releasing a sweet scent that drifted through the late afternoon air. We scattered the corn to form a faint trail, leading from the outside deep into the trap. Step by step, the herd would be guided inward without realizing it. When everything was done, the area returned to silence. Only the lingering scent of corn remained, and somewhere in the forest, sharp noses had already begun to pick up the familiar smell. As night fell, the forest seemed completely still. But that silence brought no sense of safety. Then, movement appeared on the screen. The wild boars had arrived. The lead boar stepped forward, moving slowly, sniffing the air as it advanced. Behind it, others emerged one by one, different sizes, forming a line heading toward the trail. Wild boars have strong instincts and sharp awareness of their surroundings. But tonight, hunger and the scent of corn overpowered any sense of danger. Led by the dominant boar, the entire herd moved in without hesitation. When the last one crossed the boundary, we confirmed the whole herd was inside. And at that exact moment, the gate was triggered. The sound of metal crashing echoed sharply, shattering the silence of the forest. Instantly, everything turned chaotic. The herd panicked, rushing in all directions, slamming into the steel walls, colliding with each other in desperation. The ground was torn apart under their force. The metal structure shook violently. The strongest boars tried to break through, but it was useless against the carefully engineered barrier. Some smaller ones attempted to climb or jump over, but the height of the fence held them back. Panic spread through the entire herd as they realized there was no escape. Before dawn broke, we approached the trap. The scene had completely changed from the night before. The boars were no longer thrashing violently. Many were exhausted, breathing heavily. Some stood still, nearly motionless from fatigue. Yet their instincts still pushed them to react at any movement. More than 20 wild boars had been captured in a single attempt, a result that once seemed impossible. For the first time, the farmers could finally breathe a sigh of relief. Before opening the trap, the entire structure was checked one last time. Every joint, every lock was carefully inspected to ensure there were no risks. The team observed the herd's behavior to avoid unexpected situations. As the handling process began, panic flared up again, but every step followed strict safety procedures. Specialized equipment was used to minimize risks for both people and nearby livestock. And in that moment, everyone understood, success did not come from luck. It came from choosing the right strategy from the very beginning and seeing it through to the end,